Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we unravel the greatest mysteries of our world, one epic story at a time. Today, we're embarking on a thrilling journey through history, exploring how humanity pieced together the puzzle that our Earth isn't flat like a pancake, but a magnificent globe spinning in space. It's a tale of curious minds, daring experiments, and globe-trotting adventures that changed everything we thought we knew. Buckle up, because this story spans continents, centuries, and some mind-blowing aha moments. Let's rewind to ancient times, when most folks pictured Earth as a flat disk, maybe floating on an endless ocean. But in Greece, around the 6th century BC, philosophers like Pythagoras and Parmenides started whispering a radical idea. What if Earth is actually a sphere? It sounded crazy at first, but it caught on fast. Fast forward to the 4th century BC, and Aristotle steps in like a detective with a magnifying glass. He gathers clues that are so simple, yet profound, they're still taught in schools today. First, lunar eclipses. Imagine watching the moon turn blood red as Earth's shadow creeps across it. Aristotle noticed that shadow was always curved, like the edge of a circle, no matter when or where you looked. Only a round object could cast such a perfect curve every time. Boom, clue number one. Then there's the starry sky. Sail south from Greece to Egypt, and suddenly new constellations pop up that you couldn't see back home. On a flat Earth, that wouldn't happen. Everything would just look the same, only smaller in the distance. But on a curved globe, as you travel along the arc, different stars peek over the horizon. Mind-bending, right? And don't get me started on ships at sea. Picture a vessel sailing away. The hull disappears first, then the sails linger like a ghost before vanishing. If Earth were flat, it'd just shrink evenly until it was a dot. But no, that bottom-up vanishing act screams curvature. Aristotle even threw in some philosophy, saying gravity pulls everything into the most perfect shape, a sphere. By 330 BC, he was confidently declaring Earth round and even guessing its size. But the Greeks didn't stop at theories. Enter Eratosthenes in the 3rd century BC, the ultimate math whiz. He hears that at noon on the summer solstice in Syene, modern-day Aswan, the sun shines straight down a well, no shadow at all. But 800 kilometers north in Alexandria, a stick casts a shadow at the exact same time. Eratosthenes measures that angle, about 7.2 degrees, or 1/50th of a circle, and does the math. Multiply the distance by 50. And voila, Earth's circumference is around 40,000 kilometers. Spot on with today's measurements. This wasn't just proof, it was a number-crunching triumph that turned speculation into science. By the Roman era, everyone educated was on board. Ptolemy maps the world on a sphere. Pliny the Elder says it's common knowledge. Even as Christianity rose, scholars like Augustine kept the round Earth alive. Sure, there were debates about how people on the other side didn't fall off, but the shape? Not in question. Now, let's hop over to ancient India, where the story gets even richer. Early myths painted Earth as a flat lotus or wheel, poetic and grand. But by the 5th century AD, during the Gupta Golden Age, astronomers flipped the script. Aryabhata, a genius born in 476 AD, declares Earth a spinning sphere. In his book Aryabhata, he explains why stars seem to whirl overhead. It's us rotating, not them. He even calculates the circumference at about 39,967 kilometers, eerily close to reality. Was it inspired by Greek ideas? Probably, through trade and tales. Words like Bhugola, meaning Earth globe, start popping up. Later stars like Varahamihira and Brahmagupta build on this, using spherical math for eclipses and orbits. By the Kerala school in the 15th century, Indian astronomy is all about the globe. This knowledge spreads to the Islamic world, even China, proving ideas don't respect borders. Speaking of the Islamic Golden Age, starting in the 8th century, Muslim scholars become the guardians and innovators of knowledge. They translate Greek texts, debate, and decide Earth is round. Caliph al-Ma'mun in the 9th century sends teams to measure a degree of latitude in the desert. Their calculations? Right in the ballpark of the ancients. But al-Biruni, he's the rock star. In the 11th century, he climbs a mountain in Pakistan, measures how the horizon dips below eye level, and uses trig to nail Earth's radius at 6,339 kilometers, within spitting distance of modern GPS. Islamic maps, navigation to Mecca, even metaphors like as an egg yolk in a shell, all scream sphere. By then, flat Earth ideas were laughed off by scholars. Contrast that with ancient China, where the cosmos was heaven round, Earth square. Not a literal square, but a flat land under a domed sky, like a yolk in an egg. They nailed calendars and stars, but stuck to flat Earth for ages. Pole star changes? Explained away. It took Jesuit missionaries in the 17th century, like Matteo Ricci, to shake things up. His world map in 1602 shows Earth as a globe with new continents. Chinese scholars like Su Guangqi team up, and slowly, the old views crumble. It's a reminder, sometimes truth needs a cultural bridge. Back in medieval Europe, forget the Dark Ages myth of flat Earth believers. Scholars from Bede in the 7th century to Aquinas in the 13th all taught round Earth in schools. The church? Totally on board. Flat ideas were for folktales, not facts. By Columbus's time in 1492, the debate wasn't shape, it was size. He thought Earth was smaller, Asia closer west. Spoiler, he was wrong, but lucky. Finally, the age of exploration seals the deal. Magellan's crew in 1519 to 1522 circles the globe, west across oceans, back via Africa. They lose a day going west, proving rotation and roundness. New southern stars, vast seas, it all clicks. Mapmakers craft actual globes, like Behaim's in 1492. No more doubts, sailors had lived the proof. So, there you have it, friends. The grand saga of how we learned Earth is a globe. From Greek shadows to Indian spins, Arab mountains to Chinese awakenings, and European sails circling home. It's not just history. It's humanity's collective curiosity conquering the unknown. What blows your mind most about this? Drop it in the comments. Hit like if you're Team Globe. Subscribe for more mind-expanding tales, and I'll see you next time. Stay curious.